Live around the world with that spa girl Candy, it's time for Spa Brunch. Whisking you to favorite treats and stealing their secrets for your lair. Where's that spa girl chilling today? Candy?
Good evening. Welcome to Spa Brunch, where we're bringing the spa home to you. I'm Candy, your host, and this week I'm at the Golden Door Spa in Escondido, California for our very first ever fireside chat. I'm going to be here all week giving you the lowdown on what went down today and every day as I experience the Golden Door's famous restorative program, which is a week-long visit as opposed to many other spas where you can go for the day. Here, they prefer for you to come for the entire week so you can really get the most benefit and reach your goals and leave feeling refreshed and just ready to face the world again. Just one note before we get started on today. Today was my arrival day. Wanted to let you know to be sure to pop on over to artofthespa.com. I'm going to be keeping a written journal and have some more details on, what we ate today, what kind of treatments I had, high points, low points, all kinds of different fun things, and links for some ways for you to bring those things that I'm experiencing home to you. And also, we're going to be over on our Facebook page. If you like us, Art of the Spa on Facebook. We're going to be inviting you to actually spa along with me. I'm going to be posting up different choices for the day because it is a choice here. There's so many amazing things to do. I don't know how I'm even going to decide. There's archery. There's 5 to 6 fitness classes every day. There's hikes. There's different acupuncture, beauty treatments. There's just everything you could ever want or imagine to pamper yourself. So to help me relieve myself of some burden, I'm going to ask you to help me. Come over to our Facebook page and just answer whatever question we post up for the day, and whatever gets the highest votes, then that's what I'm going to choose. So be sure to stop on by. So let's kind of just get right on into today. Like I said, I just arrived this afternoon and was greeted at the gates just immediately. It was just like stress. I could just feel the stress melting away. When you drive up to the spa, there actually isn't a marked entry. There are just gates and a little call box. So it's really, really makes you just feel like you're leaving the rest of the world behind, and kind of gets them out because they don't really know what's behind those gates. So when you pull up, you let them know you're here. They open the gates, and then you just drive on through, and a valet comes out to meet you. And the spa director came out to meet me today, which was just such a treat. They come to meet you, take your bags, and go off to your room, and you just walk through the golden doors. There are actually golden doors here. They are so ornate and gorgeous. You just can't think anything bad could happen behind those. So you actually open up the golden doors, and it's something that, we're always talking about transitions to making yourself feel more at home and more like you're retreating at home. There's nothing like this. You just open up. They're very heavy, gorgeous, walk through them, and there is this, it feels like you've gone to Japan. There's a little, a bridge, and that leads you to what looks, it's very like a Japanese kind of dojo type building, very, low architecture, wood everywhere, bamboo. You just walk through this just gorgeous garden, go into a very small, living room, and you're greeted by the host. She gave me a cup of tea. We sat down real quickly. They gave me some details on how my day would be going today as a new guest who's never been here before, and then took me to my room. So I wanted to first tell you, too, about the rooms. The architecture, the Japanese architecture, the way the property is laid out, it's very long. It's all one story. Really wooded and rustic. And so when you go to the guest rooms, all the guest rooms are situated around several different courtyards. There's this one courtyard is around a gravel garden. You might have seen, like in the drugstore or in, Bed Bath & Beyond, they have those little gravel rock meditation gardens. You can put that on your desk and, rake the gravels. It's kind of fun. And also a way to relieve stress at work. They have the real McCoy here. It's you actually walk into the garden and you can just, rake the gravel into whatever pattern you want, and just as a little bit of relaxation and just kind of to release some of the stress of your day. So that's one of the courtyards. Another courtyard is a beautiful koi pond with the most enormous fish, goldfish all swimming, and that is just it's just very serene. There are hillsides, very lush hillsides that surround that one, and you can see the mountains in the distance. It's really just amazingly tranquil, and you really feel like you're in another land. And then finally, there's another courtyard which has a lot of the water features. So that's really nice to hear that when you walk through that, you hear all the rushing water. So that I was noticing all that as I was being led to my room, and got to my room. Really beautiful. It's so picture perfect. It's all done in just a very cozy, warm palette of like ivories and creams. They have the grass paper on the wall. All the wallpaper's ivory grass paper. And even the headboard of the bed it's padded, suede fabric. So even the headboard of the bed is like super cozy, comfy, and all very with the very straight, simple, serene lines and the dark wood that's very common in Japanese architecture. They also had a really nice little tray for me of some goodies, fruit and dry fruit and nuts to snack on. And as I was waiting for my appointment with my program coordinator. So what happens when you come to the Golden Door, before you come, they send you some paperwork. So I got all of this paperwork in the mail a few weeks ago, this huge file folder with all the different classes and things that were being offered, and also like a rundown of what I wanted to get out of my week. Because obviously you can't do everything, and this is a spa after all. We want to come here to relax and rejuvenate. We don't want to be running around and trying to do everything, which can be sort of the issue. We actually, the spa director tonight did tell us that's a very common thing to happen. People come here in the very first few days, they're just trying to do everything. They want to do the morning hike, they want to do every exercise class that day, and there's just that's a good way to just wear yourself out real quick. And, you want to just really enjoy it and be in the moment with it. So that's going to be my challenge, I think, for the week. But anyway, getting back to that paperwork. So, what I chose as my goals were, some kind of behavioral, enhancements in therapy, because I have a lot of stress going on right now. And I thought that was really, really, really cool that they offer a program here where, you can meet with life coaches and behavioral people to help you with, kind of cope with stress and handle that as on a day-to-day basis, away from the spa once you leave here. I think that's one of the most important things that you can do for yourself, is really learn how to handle that. And so I'm really excited to see what they say. So when I met with my program coordinator today, definitely, it emphasized I wanted to focus on that. And then for the fitness, I told her that I was really interested in kind of building some strength. I'm really a cardio kind of gal. I don't know about you, but I just really hate lifting weights. It's so boring. And so they have a lot of different ball and stability classes here, cardio boot camp, boxing, and things that really focus on building that strength. And not only that, every guest gets their own personal trainer for the week. So I am very excited to meet my trainer tomorrow and find out what he suggests. And I don't know, I might be, nursing some sore muscles tomorrow when we chat, but we'll see. I'm just really excited to see what they have to say. So that was definitely really an enlightening. It was that I also chatted with my program coordinator about just, my diet. They ask you, it's so detailed, the program. It includes everything. So, she recommended for me my calorie intake to be 1,500 calories a day. So to me, that doesn't really sound like very many. I don't know about you, but I don't know. I've heard 2,000 calories is good for someone with my build, but and, to maintain their weight. So I don't know, but it sounded like a little bit low to me. But at dinner tonight, I'll get to that in a few minutes. But dinner tonight was any indication, then oh my gosh, I'm going to be eating plenty of food. It's kind of interesting. They told us in orientation that they like here for you to eat every 3 hours. So that means that, you want to eat every 3 hours to kind of keep your metabolism going. And also the big thing was so that you don't get hungry and then reach for those, kind of fatty foods and things. So and that's sort of what I try to do. I'm a big grazer anyway. So we'll say that we have breakfast, morning snack, lunch, afternoon snack, and then dinner. So it's really, it sounds like it's going to be a lot of food. I'll let you know. but anyway, so like I said, after I spoke with my program director, she escorted me off to the new guest orientation, and they just kind of told us some of the similar things. We did find out some really cool things here. And here, what they do is that they give you, when you arrive, they give you a tote bag, so you can carry your slippers and different things around. And they also give you a fan, so your daily schedule is on a fan. Really pretty and just neat way to carry around that kind of information. So what happens is that all of the input I gave to the coordinator, they then pick out the classes and services that they think will help me meet my goals. So they bring you a suggested daily schedule, and then you can always change things. It's not, super regimented like that. They make it so nice that you can just change and, add things and drop things as you need to. So it's really, a guilt-free environment is what they called it. And I'm all for that. We all need that, right? So, so tomorrow they'll bring your first schedule on the fan with everything your program coordinator suggests. And then you can just kind of go from there. They actually offer a hike every morning at 5:45, and just wasn't sure if I would be able to get up for that because, I'm not usually up that early, but I definitely want to do it because they have, I believe it's 300 acres of grounds here. They are just amazing. So, and they recommend, you bring hiking boots and your backpack, and so it's a pretty serious, place to hike and walk. And I just love being outside, but it leaves it dark. So we'll see. I'm kind of thinking tomorrow I won't do the hike, and I'll just leap right into my exercise classes. I have some dance classes I want to try. So we'll see what's on my schedule for tomorrow. But so it's really, like I said, it's so comprehensive. I'm just so impressed by how comprehensive they all are, and at the same time, just being so relaxing and kind of low key with it, so you don't really feel pressured. Because we're at the spa, we're at a retreat. We don't want to feel like you have to do something you don't want to do, or we all just have different days, right? So I really am really enjoying that approach. And I wanted to, so after we had our orientation and everything, I came back to the room for a few minutes and just sort of fixed myself up a little bit, just feeling kind of tired from the drive. And then we went to dinner. So every night, dinner is at the same time. And what they do, it's really neat kind of tradition. I love this. I want to do this at home now, is they do appetizers in a separate little reception room before dinner. So everyone goes in and gets their appetizers and just, chats and just gets to know all of, their fellow guests. And I've already met some really neat women, one of my most favorite things about coming to spas is you just get to meet so many cool people and always come away making really, really great friends. And so we just went and sat and chatted, had our appetizers, and for about 15 minutes, and then they call you into dinner and kind of meet. Dinner, it's not like a typical restaurant. It's more like you're going to a party with a bunch of friends. Because what they have is you go into the dining room, and it's very low, long table, like big wooden table where everyone just sits around it with each other. So, and at first I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know anybody. But luckily, because of the appetizers, then you go in there, you've already met some people, and you just go in there and sit with them or whoever and just start chatting. Everyone's just so friendly. It's really, really, really lovely to just hang out with them. So you go into the communal table, and they already have all your choices laid out for you. You pick out your meal. They give you a few, entree options. So when they bring your fan for the next day's schedule, they also bring the menus. So you can choose, what you want to eat. They give you a few different entree options and vegetarian options if you want that. So anyway, so tonight was walu, which is this big, thick fish. It's a really meaty, sort of like swordfish, and it was just seared just really, really well, and they had it served it over spinach and quinoa, and it was so good, and it was huge. When I was just looking at it thinking, gosh, I might have to cut my calories back because it's so big. I couldn't even finish it. So that was really surprising, especially considering that 1,500 calories. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself because that's my first meal here, but it definitely seems like you get enough food. It's not like you're going to come starve. So and not only did we have that, we also had a noodle, like a Thai kind of noodle salad. Before that, then you actually get dessert. You get dessert at every meal here. So that's another big surprise, right? So for our dessert, we had ginger coconut creme brulee, and it was really good. But once again, I could only eat half of it. So anyway, so really good, really fun day. And something they do here, another thing they do, they're really big on ritual here, and I could see that, that being a very calming thing once you kind of get into the habit of it and get into the mode of it here. It just keeps the day flowing well. And that's why they have you have a massage every day at the same time every day. And then you also have a skincare or beauty treatment at the same time every day. So, wow, right? First of all, you get that every day. And then, they have it at the same time so that your schedule can kind of be constant. And I can't wait to see what it's going to be like, what the massage will be. They actually do the massages in your room. So, you don't have to be shuffling around in your bathrobes and everything out in the corridors. And so I'm really excited to find out, try that and see what treatment I'm getting tomorrow and see what the esthetician says about my skin. So, and see how this diet affects it, because it's a really they don't really serve a lot of bread here. So if you're a bread fan, that's something you have to sort of work with. They'll give you, a baked potato if you really feel starch deprived, but they really base their diet here like a Japanese diet on vegetables and fish, really healthy proteins. So kind of back to, sorry about that, kind of back after dinner, every night after dinner, it's a ritual to walk to the Golden Doors and then walk back. And on the very first night, tonight, of the start of a new week of guests, what they do is we walk out to the Golden Door, and then you knock on the wood frame that surrounds the doors for good luck and for good weather. And lots of success for the guests for the week. So we hope that definitely comes true. And we all went up there and knocked on that. And then tonight, every night after that, there's also a presentation. So you can go to it if you want. Tomorrow night it's going to be astrology, I found out. So that'd be kind of interesting. And But tonight, because of a lot of people are here from all over the country. I mean, not just California, all over the country and Canada. Everyone's kind of tired. They're on different jet lags, and so they do a special they have a bathhouse here. So they actually have like it's a separate inside area, just like in Japan. They have Japanese bathhouse where you go and you can soak. They have this really beautiful. I'll definitely be posting some pictures on our Facebook and web page. But a beautiful, like semicircular tub that you can soak in. And tonight they had a special little neck and shoulder massage before you got into the tub and had a nice long soak. So, and I'm sure all the other girls went off to bed after that because it was just so relaxing. And I think that's where I'm about to head off to. I'm really looking forward. I would love for you to post your questions. If you have any questions about like what I'm experiencing here, I want to share with you what you want to know. I will, you can post it on our Facebook page. You can go to our website. There's a place where you can email me questions, read the blog. Want to hear from you what you're thinking about this. Is it something you would love to do? Does it sound too regimented for you? Just give us a shout out and let us know. And we're looking forward to tomorrow, to our actual first day at the Golden Door Spa, like an entire day just for us. That's pretty amazing, I think. So, and I want to just leave you with some wisdom that we got today. That's Golden Door's philosophy of being mindful. So while you're here, and really wherever you are, even if you're at home, you're not at the spa, being mindful is something that's really wonderful to practice to achieve just, happiness and just to feel happy and relaxed and not so worried and rushed about things, but they described it as, just forgetting about the past and not worrying about the future and just enjoying whatever you're doing right now. Just stop whatever you're doing right now. Think about it, enjoy it, savor it, because every minute you have is special. And you don't want to ruin that by being off in some other part of a what if or a what, whatever. So I'm going to leave you with that. And thank you for tuning in as always. And we will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.